Quinn, shh. When I was an undergrad, my freshman year, I had a really cool roommate from Australia who was doing a study abroad semester. He was cool in the sense that we got along really well, but in actuality, he was probably more of a geek. I didn't get permission to use his name, so I'm going to call him Weatherwood. Weatherwood, if you somehow end up seeing this video, hopefully you'll remember that reference. We had a lot of fun times, like watching YouTube videos, going to parties, stealing street signs. Don't steal street signs. And playing drinking games. Of course, we were underage, so we were drinking soda. But Weatherwood was from Australia, where the drinking age is younger, so he had a lot of practice with these games, and boy, could he drink a lot of soda. What a champ. We were going to school in a happy little town in quaint good old New England. As a native New Englander myself, I knew all the top touristy destinations, which meant road trip. We went to art galleries, breweries that we weren't old enough to get into, the Doodle Dandy Candle Factory, and this super cool butterfly conservatory. No, seriously, this place was awesome. You go in and there's butterflies everywhere, landing on you, chit-chatting, getting drunk on nectar. So awesome! After a full day of adventuring, we were wiped and dragged ourselves back to our dorm room all tuckered out. Before I continue, I need to tell you that we never locked the door of our room because it never ended well when we did. We were both pretty forgetful and would forget our keys inside the room, and if the other roomie wasn't around to let you in, you had to walk outside, down a hill, into another dorm to ask the office for the spare key. They had a rule that you had to return the spare key within 24 hours of borrowing it, or they would send a locksmith the next day to put a new lock in and charge you $50 for the service. I swear, half my student debt is because of those new friggin' locks. If I had a nickel for every time I was in the shower and realized that I locked myself out of my dorm room, which meant I would have to walk outside during a New England winter, down the hill in a friggin' towel to get the spare, I would be a little bit closer to paying off my student debt. So we stopped locking our door. Anyway, that night we were exhausted. I was sound asleep and I have a bit of a hearing impairment, so when I'm asleep, I can't hear anything. An air raid attack could be going on outside and I probably wouldn't wake up. For some reason, that night, I heard Weatherwood calling out to me, "Elliot, psst, Elliot, you gotta wake up." Alright, so I can't do an Australian accent, so let's just go with some sort of Cockney accent. Elliot, I'm not taking the piss right now, you gotta wake up. And in my sleepy haze, I woke up and what do I see? A freaking strange girl crawling on top of me in my bed. So I stick up my arms holding her off of me and say, "Hello, can I help you?" And this girl looks at me in a panic and says, "You're my boyfriend," and starts feeling me up everywhere, and I mean everywhere. There I was doing my best to fend off her advances and try to keep her calm. I look over to Weatherwood and say, "Get help! Get security! Get the friggin' RA! Help!" So he looks back at me and says, "Okay, I'm too scared." What do you mean you're too scared? Get the friggin' RA! So he goes to get help, and this girl is now hiding under my covers saying, "You're my boyfriend, you're my boyfriend." No, but I'm just gonna try to keep you calm until backup arrives. A few minutes later, the RA comes in and escorts this chick out of my bed and out of our room. So obviously we were both pretty freaked out, but luckily we were both so tired that we fell right back asleep, but locked the door first. Let's be real, we only locked our door that one night. Yeah, we didn't learn our lesson. So when we woke up the next morning, we were like, "Bro, did that really happen? Oh no, Rob, bro, that couldn't have been real. Slow, bro. And then we looked down at our floor, and what did we see? One teeny tiny girl sock. It was orange with pink and blue stripes, and the weirdest part wasn't that this chick left a sock in the middle of our floor, or the fact that it was only one sock, but this sock was soaking wet. Gross! So after freaking out a bit, we did what any reasonable people would do in the same situation. We put the sock outside of our dorm room door in hopes that she might come back for it someday. Like some sock Cinderella story. A few days later, we ended up seeing her and her actual boyfriend in the common area of the dorm. It turns out that her boyfriend lived in the room directly below ours, but the girls' bathroom was on our floor, so when she came out of the girls' bathroom, I guess she got confused and went into our room. When I saw the girl, it was clear that she had no memory of the situation and didn't recognize me. So I didn't want to traumatize her by trying to explain the story to her. But the moral of the story is, kids, don't do drugs, 'cause you'll end up leaving your wet sock behind. Now that I think of it, no one ever did claim that sock. It's probably still there to this day. Surprise! It's another end card. I'm hoping you're digging what you're seeing so far. It'd be so great if you hit the like and subscribed, as well as dropped a comment. You can check out the socials and chat with me there. Thanks for all your support, and don't forget to brush your teeth.